Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. Jamila here, and today I'm going to be doing a wash and go using flaxseed gel, and we're just going to start off by making the flaxseed gel. So you guys, I think I got this down pretty good this time. So I put 1/3 cup of flax seeds into 2.5 cups of water. I mixed it up, and then I put the stove on a high heat setting so we could get to a boil. And you're going to want to make sure you're standing next to the pot the whole time and constantly stirring it, as you see me doing here, because the flax seeds will stick to the bottom of the pot for whatever reason. So once the pot starts to boil, I'm going to move it off the eye real quick and then bring the heat down to a medium or low medium heat. And then I'm going to put the pot back on the eye so that it can constantly boil, and I will pretty much constantly be stirring it for the whole time it's on the stove. So here is about 6 minutes of it constantly boiling at a medium, low medium heat setting. And as you can see, we have a thicker liquid here. Definitely what I'm wanting. So once it gets to this point, I'm pretty much done, but I wanted it to just, cook for a little longer. So I'm just gonna let this sit on the stove for literally a minute or a minute and a half longer, and then remove it from the eye. So with all the foam that's from boiling, it can be hard to really see what kind of consistency you have with your liquid. So I just removed it from the eye real quick and then put it back on the eye. And as you can see, there's a little bit of gel, a little sliminess like dripping from the spoon. So that's just an indication that it's ready to be removed from the eye and cool down. It doesn't have to be like a gel consistency at this point. So I'm going to remove it from the eye, and this is literally at 8 minutes and 30 seconds of cooking on the eye and boiling on the eye. So yeah, that's how long it took me to cook this, and I just set it aside and I'm gonna let it totally cool down. I probably sat it there for like 2 or 3 hours, and then I come back and it is going to be a nice thick gel consistency. And as you can see, if you guys watched my last video where I made my flaxseed gel, it turned out dark because I kept having to boil it. I had to make that stuff like 2 times before I actually got a gel. But you guys, this time I only tried it once, and it's looking exactly how I want it to be, nice and thick. Yes, perfect. And it literally took me less than 10 minutes to make. So here I'm just taking a jar that I put, you can use pantyhose, a wig cap, or a cheesecloth, and I'm gonna put the gel into the, I think these are pantyhose, and I'm going to put the gel in there, all the flax seeds, everything, before I squeeze it out. And I'm gonna squeeze it out in the pot because it's just wider and it's less of a mess that way. So I highly suggest that you squeeze your gel into your pot and then transfer the gel from the pot into your jar. Here's the gel, you guys. It turned out so perfect and it was so easy to make. I'm going to have all the steps that I just mentioned in the description box below, and hopefully yours turns out just as great. So with this flaxseed gel, I'm going to keep it in the refrigerator and it will hold up to 2 weeks, and you can hold it out of the refrigerator like in their bathroom or in a cabinet, and it should hold up to 4 days. And then with the flax seeds, you can reuse them. So I'm just going to put them in a strainer and rinse them off with cold water to wash out all the slime, put them in a jar, and store them in the refrigerator to be used within the next 2 weeks. All right, so I have my aloe vera gel in here if I need to re-wet my hair, and for moisturizer, I'm going to be using this Make It Last Wash and Go Curl Primer, which is pretty much just a moisturizer leave-in conditioner. So, and now I have my gel, my flaxseed gel. Yay! So glad. This was so much easier to make this like last time around. So yeah. So I'm just gonna start putting this stuff in my hair so we can dry. So my hair has been sort of drying for a while. I'm just gonna put a little more aloe, just a little aloe on this section just to re-wet it with some of the primer. And this is a really, really, really good moisturizer. I really like this moisturizer. It makes your hair so smooth. I mean, look at my hair, and this is just with the primer in it. Super nice. Gonna get some of this stuff. Ooh. Oh my gosh. This is a lot like thicker than the other one I made. Oh my goodness. This feels so weird. Ooh. So I'm just gonna get some of this gel. I'm just gonna rub it in my hair. This has such a nice slip, this flaxseed gel. So it's definitely something that I like about it. And it's just working so well with this primer. I can tell these products go really good together, which is wonderful. Just gonna put a little bit more on my hair, especially like towards the roots. And then I'll put a little bit like focused on the ends. So I am gonna add an oil to my hair. I'm just gonna use this Alike Naturals Lemongrass finishing oil. My hair feels so good. I'm really excited. I think this is gonna turn out nice. All right, so I'm just gonna finish the rest of my hair. You guys already know what I'm gonna do. And then I'll come back and show you how it's looking. And of course, I'll come back and show you how it looks when it dries. All right, so I'm done with my hair, putting the product in, and I didn't use too much. I have this much left, so I didn't do too much with the gel. This is my hair, it's drying right now. So I'm just gonna let my hair dry, and of course I'm gonna come back and show you guys what my hair looks like when it's done drying. I'll probably come back tomorrow. It's almost 6 o'clock, 6 p.m. And yeah, I think my hair is gonna take all day to dry. So I'll just come back tomorrow and show you guys how my hair is looking. All right, you guys, so it is the next day. And this is what my hair is looking like. I'm pretty happy with the results. I'm gonna come in a little closer. I did stretch my hair yesterday. It was like a little wet before I went to sleep, so I blow dried it so it could be completely dry, and I just put a diffuser on my blow dryer and like did tension. I just pulled sections and blow dried a little bit, light tension, you know, nothing crazy. I did light tension just to stretch the hair out, so I could like blow dry and my hair could be dry and have a little of the length back in it. And this is what it's looking like. So yeah, in my opinion, my hair is looking pretty cute, and I am happy with the flaxseed gel for my wash and go. So there are some things though I do notice. I don't even know if you can see it on here, but there is like just a, so there is just a little bit of flaking with the flaxseed gel that I noticed, like on my ends right here. But I mean, it's nothing crazy. I think there's like a little up here, and I didn't use that much flaxseed gel yesterday. I showed you the jar and I had a pretty good amount left, but it's nothing crazy, but there is a little slight amount of flaking. So I mean, that's one thing to take note. And some of you asked me, like, how do I like the flaxseed gel compared to Kinky Curly Curling Custard, which I always rave about and, like, you know, talk about because I love that gel. So comparing those two gels, so of course, like I just mentioned, there's like a little, like some flakes in my hair from the flaxseed gel. It's not a big deal, but one thing I noticed is that the flaxseed gel does not eliminate as much frizz as the Kinky Curly Curling Custard. So that is one thing, you know, when I'm doing a wash and go, I like to start out sort of, you know, free of frizz, and then, you know, that's the goal. But it doesn't eliminate frizz as well as the Kinky Curly Curling Custard, but they both have really good definition. They're both really easy to apply. They both have amazing slip, and they're actually like fun to put in your hair because they're so slippery. And I'm talking about both gels here. Like, those are things that they have in common that are really good. As far as the Kinky Curly Curling Custard, one thing I like about that is the smell of it. I think it has a nice, pleasant, like light scent. And then also, it does a better job at fighting frizz. So those are like the main things that I notice. So, oh, and then one thing I guess this could be like a con with the Kinky Curly Curling Custard. I mean, I haven't exactly like researched all of the ingredients in the Kinky Curly Curling Custard, but of course, like, the flaxseed gel is 100% natural, so I feel like that's a plus also. But, you know, I don't know, maybe the extra chemicals in the Kinky Curling Custard are what sort of stops, or what like sort of helps it fight frizz more. So, you know, who knows? But if I had to choose one of those to use for the rest of my life, it would be Kinky Curly Curling Custard. So that is my answer to that. But they're both really good. They both have a lot in common. And also, if you wanted to customize your flaxseed gel, you could definitely add a scent to it by adding some essential oils to it and making it smell good. So, you know, if you wanted to do that, you could definitely do that. I don't think I'm gonna do that because I don't really care. My hair smells good because of the moisturizer and the other products I put in my hair, and because it's clean, so that also is gonna have your hair smelling good. But so it doesn't really matter actually about the flaxseed gel smelling good because my products smell good. So yeah, that is it, you guys. Yeah, so those are my thoughts on the gel. And I mean, my wash and go looks pretty good if you ask me. So yeah, that's my opinion for those of you who are asking. That is it, you guys. That is my video, my review, me trying flaxseed gel on a wash and go. And, you know, I like my hair, so I hope you found this video helpful. And if you did, be sure to leave a comment down below, give a thumbs up, and subscribe for more. Follow me on Instagram. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye. And then, gosh, I can't open this jar. Whew. Okay. Whew. I'm pretty happy with the results. I'm gonna zoom. Oh, girl.